Hi, it's Marty Park here. I wanted to share with you today a story about a conversation I just had yesterday with a longtime client and friend of mine. He has over a dozen years built a terrific business, but he's reached a place where some of the things that worked for him in the past in the business don't work for him now. He's got some team members that he's not sure as committed as they used to be and maybe moving on in their career path and aren't really serving the business. He's got questions about what products and services, new products maybe he should get into, whether he should dump old services or products that he's got now. Geographically, does he expand? Does that work for him? Does he want to spend time on the road between offices? He has all these questions, and he was really unsatisfied with and almost a little depressed in our meeting about this is where the business is at, and I just don't know that look what I've created and I'm not happy with it. And I said to him, and this is the message I want to share with you today, is that at any time as a business owner, you have the ability and the discretion to be able to make changes to the business that can be radical, but to ensure that the business serves you. If you think of a chess game where certain pieces can move certain ways, in the world of business, if it were a chess game, all of the pieces on a board can move any way, any direction, anytime you want. There's really no rules. If you wanted to turn around in business and fire all of your staff today, you could. If you wanted to cut off all of the products you have today and launch a whole new set of products, you could. Now granted, radical decisions like that might have consequences and would need a more clear, defined plan than just being able to do it off the cuff. But that said, you have the ability to pivot and shift and evolve your business just the way you want at any given time. If you're not happy with an aspect of it, you can change it. So there's a couple things that go along with that. The first thing is you need a really clear vision of what the pivot for that business or what changes you're going to make, what the end result is going to be. Getting back to a clarity of vision so that it works for you. The second piece is some element of what I call tenacity or confidence, that you know that making some of those significant changes might mean courageous conversations. It might mean making some really key decisions or maybe having to make some tough financial decisions. But it's still all things that you can do and manage and control. The third piece is just having a belief that you really do have some control and influence and power over the business to be able to make changes so it works more effectively for you. The business is supposed to serve you as a business owner. It's supposed to create more time for you, more money for you. It's supposed to be able to give you tasks every day that you love doing. It's supposed to be able to be on purpose for you so that at the end of a day or the end of a week, you feel like the business is really striving in the direction that you want and it's fulfilling to us as business owners. And I think the last piece that came from my conversation yesterday was this successful business owner who's had the company, a multimillionaire who's had the company for a dozen years, feeling like the state of the business today that he was failing, that maybe it just wasn't what he wanted it to be. And I said to him, it's not a failure, it is in fact a success. It is a success of clarity. You suddenly have the clarity of knowing what doesn't work for you in the business. And the second you have that clarity, you can now activate a plan to change it. So whereas before you were maybe satisfied with anything in the business, you're evolving as a business owner, and you now recognize what works for you, what doesn't, what works for the business, what doesn't. And with that clarity, you can now paint a clear new path that is going to be better for the company, better for the customers, better for the staff, and most importantly, better for you as an owner. Anyway, I hope this little video helps in sharing that conversation from yesterday. As always, you can find more at www.evolvebusinessgroup.com or use one of the links here in the message. Thanks very much. Have a great day.